My cousin gave me a few bits, and I must admit I do play with it, and I just went round the car boot sales and got other bits. Now they're getting harder to get, so you have to go to the fairs and pick them up, like the proper Star Wars fairs.
Well, I mean, Star Wars is one of the greatest phenomena to happen in toys, because these are basically 3 3/4 inch figures, and they revolutionised the toy industry, not only in the United States, but in Europe as well, because before that, figures had tended to be 6 inch or 12 inch. And then Kenner decided that for Star Wars, they wanted to make the figures small enough to fit into the toy vehicles that came with it. What's your favourite figure here?
Well, I think that's got to be Yoda, the Jedi Master.
Why is that?
He plays a good part in the film and he makes me laugh.
What is so fascinating about Star Wars is that it's the little tiniest changes in the costumes that can make the difference between a figure being 50 pence to £2 to then suddenly being £50. If we look at the Jawa figure here, this has got a cloth cape on it. If that had a vinyl cape, that was the early production one, which they stopped making, and that figure then suddenly becomes a £50 figure. Now, this character here, tell me his name on that?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. I can't see the back of him, but I would guess that he hasn't got a J rocket launcher on the back.
No, he doesn't, and I'm very disappointed with that.
Well, if he had that, it's amazing. I mean, that figure is, what, how much did you pay for that?
About £3-4, something like
£3
that.
or £4. If that had the J rocket launcher on, what did they make? 10, 20 of those, and suddenly it could be worth up to £1,000. But I think we know what may be one of the hardest figures here to get. Yes. Which is that?
Yak face here.
Why do you think that is?
Well, according to my books, he was only brought out in Canada and a few countries in Europe, and was brought out in America, of course.
That's right, and there were two sets of packaging for it. There was the tri-logo packaging, which basically had a return of the Jedi logo in different languages. There's also packaging with a coin, which was the special edition, and that one's worth even more. I mean, that figure as it is, even though it's missing part of its equipment, is probably worth £40 or £50, but in its packaging could be worth up to 200. And I'm so glad you're buying them now. And the best source of information is to subscribe to magazines and to the many Star Wars books, and you'll be able to build up an excellent collection. Well done.
Thank you. May the Force be with you.